All right, we're back on the road. Sorry for the absence in the last 6 months. I haven't been able to get off road since last year. I've had a lot of work done to the truck, needed doing, a lot of parts wearing out, and I've also had the entire suspension replaced. And today is the first day. It's a Saturday that I am able to get up and go off-road. This is going to be a quick trip out. Some of you probably figured out where I'm already going. I'm up to my favorite place above the lake. And this trip is for two purposes. One, just to get off-road and get out, but also to test my suspension. Normally when I head up to the lake up there above the lake in the forest, I air down because the road is pretty bumpy, and the suspension I used to have was rough country, and yeah, as you can imagine, it was a rough ride. That suspension is very stiff. So I've had the suspension replaced with Icon Stage 2, so it's all four, and the upper control arms too for the front. And also, for those of you who watched the last video or following along on Instagram, I had the rear leaf springs replaced with heavy duty leaf springs too. So all new suspension, and I'm really curious to see what going up the mountain is going to be like with the new suspension without airing down. So that's what I'm going to do today. It's going to be a rough one. I know it's going to be a rough ride, but it should equate to what it was like prior to having the suspension replaced and being aired down. It should equate to that. So bumpy, but okay. And then obviously, eventually when I go off-road properly, I will be airing down, so it should be an even more comfortable ride. But that's where we're going today. We're going to get up above the lake and let's find out what it's like. Okay, up ahead is where we begin the incline up the mountain. Goes all the way up and wraps around over there. And this is where the road starts to get really bumpy. You can see we got some potholes here. And as we get up past these trees right there, that road, that incline right there, you can't see from here obviously, but it's rocky. So let's see how the suspension does. This is where I put it into four-wheel drive and go climb the mountain. Alright, four-wheel drive. I don't put it in full though, I just go in full high. There's really no need. I've only had one, maybe two occasions where I needed to put this in full high, and full low, I'm sorry. Full high in this, it just seems to go everywhere. Alright, here we go. These first couple of bumps we're going to ignore because big potholes. So far so good. Definitely smoother than with the old suspension. We're about to get to the really rocky part. Alright. I think that got worse since the last time. The road, that is. Fellow traveler. Hopefully you guys can see how bad that road is right there. Alright, now even if I aired down, this would still be bumpy. Oh boy. Yeah, it's bumpy. And this is a paved road. Okay, now we're hitting the gravel. I don't know if you can see the ridges right here. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. But I think the road has gotten worse since I was up here last year. Alright, the trail is smoothing out a little bit here. Oh. Says that as we see that. Oh my god. Woo! That's a big rut. I gotta show you that, guys. Woo! They've got look at that rut. And they put fence posts to help it, but that's what we just came through without airing down. It's yeah, it's definitely worse. Winter's taking its toll up here. It's still beautiful. Check out that view. But onward and upward. Alright, well, we're going to just take it easy and crawl our way through. Yeah, well, I was expecting it to be not as bad as this. I should have aired down. And you know what? I'm going to. Alright, I'm going to air down. The trail is way too rough, way too rutted. I'm going to air down. Alright, so we're aired down. I normally run the pressure at 50 psi, but when I air down on trails like this, I put 30 in the back and 25 in the front. So that should make a significant difference. And I can see up ahead we got some tight turns and an incline, and there's some heavy rutting up there too. So let's go. Whoa, that is some serious rutting. Holy crap. We need to get on that side and get up. Whoa, that is really bad. Yeah, airing down was definitely needed. Just gotta stay in these high points. If I slip off, I'll be alright, but we don't want to be. Forestry are gonna have to fix that now at some point, or not. But if you've got a Corolla, yeah, you don't come up this way. But airing down, definitely, that's the thing to go. It's made a huge difference, and I'm going to get better traction too. Not that I was slipping at all, but now I can just crawl my way up in greater comfort. It's so beautiful up here, though. Another sad sight. Somehow this got up here a long time ago and was abandoned, and now you've got all of this garbage and an old vehicle. It's a shame. Oh my god, I'm so glad I got the new suspension, because if I still had the rough country on right now, this would be hell on earth. Even with the tires there down. Well, so I wanted to do a one-for-one test, remembering what it was like last time I was coming up, but the trail is so bad now that I don't have a direct comparison. All I can tell you is that Icon suspension is getting a test. Alright, the campsite is just up ahead, and it looks like it's all ours. We'll see when we get up on top here, but I think it's open. When in doubt, use a rock to level. I do have leveling blocks, but I'm too lazy to get them out. So I used a rock. And now I'm perfectly level. A little windy. I don't know if that's affecting the audio. Oh, that breeze is so nice though. 80 degrees with this beautiful breeze. There we go. All right. Made it to camp. That's my toiletry bag. If you're wondering what this is, if you guys didn't see the video that I talked about, the heater and stuff, this is where the pipe comes out from the diesel heater. So there's a vent that pushes there that way and it curls around, but there's nothing supporting it. So I built the blocks around it, and then I use it to put stuff on. Also, you may have noticed, if any of you were paying attention in previous videos, but this is different. I had the corrugated plastic that was the bed liner before, but those things suck. And I was looking at a different tailgate liner, and I couldn't find one that I liked that they made for this truck. So I made one. And this is actually an aluminum street sign that I had. I bought at a junkyard stroke hardware store, and they were able to cut it down to the size that I wanted it, and then I coated it in rubber. And it's peeling off a little bit on the edges, which I need to put some protective something on the edges so that it doesn't peel anymore, but it works. I much prefer it. Now when I climb up, I don't get bad knees. Anyway, we're here. Not much of a camp this time. This was an impromptu thing. It's something I just wanted to do because I hadn't done it in forever, and I needed to get out of the city. So I'm not going to cook anything. It's 80 degrees, even though we've got a nice cool breeze coming. I bought a sandwich from store. It's a big sandwich. So we're gonna sit here. I've got a tomato too. I'm gonna slice up some tomato and we're gonna put that in there. We're gonna eat it. Rather, I'm gonna eat it. And we're just gonna enjoy the evening. All right. Yeah, I know for those of you who are going, what is he doing? I know it's not a clean surface. I'm just gonna use it to cut it. Put it back in. You'd think they'd cut these up into sections, but no. You know what the crazy thing is? Those are disinfecting wipes right here. I could just disinfect this, but I'm too lazy. Man, so what about that drive up? Those ruts, they just tore that trail up. Man, I'm like, I guess people really wanted to get up here when it was raining and wet. And they just destroyed the trail. Hopefully the forestry can fix it. Whew. That's a little thick, but we'll take it. And normally I cut this up on the surface in there, it's a nicer surface, but again, I'm too lazy. Let's grab that one. Slice of tomato. And I have some beer in there as well, which we'll have. Guys, it's so nice up here. Been so busy working down in the city, so much traffic in the Bay Area up here. It's been driving me crazy, and then I get up here and then there's nothing. This is why I come. Anyway, cheers. Alright guys, it's been a long day and I think I'm going to climb in the back of the truck here, crack open a beer and kick back and watch some shows. I'm tired. I'll see you in the morning. Missed this. Look at the view from the back of my truck tonight. There are no other sounds. I don't hear any crickets. I don't hear any birds. There's nothing. Gentle breeze. There are some sounds way off in the distance which are sort of like white noise. Well, it's not morning. It was too peaceful up here that I just wanted to soak it up the peace. So I had breakfast privately, sat inside, and I just relaxed. I've enjoyed the quiet, the peace. Having worked in the city with all the traffic I have to deal with down there and the people, it was just nice to get away, so I just hung out. But now I've got to go back to that city. So I'm going to bring the video to a close right here. I hope you guys kind of enjoyed it. It's not much of a video. It was more about just getting out for a break and testing my new suspension. But there's more coming. I'll catch you in the next one.